Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nerdz Garage. I'm Derek,
I'm Dylan.
and we are here today to talk to you about a really cool new card game called Dinn.
It is amazing.
It is amazing. The artist and designer are the same person, Gabriel Whittemore.
It is for 2 players for about 5 to 30 minutes,
Yep.
but usually goes by quicker.
Some games are really fast, and as you get the hang of it, they last a little longer, and sometimes you just get lucky. It's fast-paced card game, and you have a player mat. You got 2 players. You set up your basic deck, and both players.
Yeah, both players set up choose their deck. Right now we're playing with monsters and like medieval Camelot are
Nice.
the 2 decks, the Beast and the Sentient.
Yep.
You start by drawing 8 cards, and from there you each choose a hero card, and then game starts.
Game starts. You both lay out your heroes at the same time, and there's a number of factors that decide, basically point value, who has their card effect go first, and then the next you resolve that, and the next round is you lay down an equipment or an action card, and you resolve.
You resolve that, and then one more equipment or action, and then after that, the player with the most points wins
The round.
the round.
And-
And the losing player has to destroy some of their hearts.
Yes, you get 3 hearts to start the game with, and the first person to end up with no hearts at the end of a round is the loser. You have a graveyard where your discarded cards go, that depending on different card effects or what deck you are using, you use that graveyard more or less during the game to pull things out of, or effects inside it affect your point values during the game.
Even if a card is discarded to the graveyard, does not mean it's out of play.
This is true. Very interestingly, the Beast deck, which I enjoyed a lot, really relied on that. To me, well, what worked for me was relying on the graveyard to pull broken hearts for extra points. A lot of combinations. That's what makes the game fun. Game after game is the combinations are really endless. Even with a starter deck, we've got one add-on pack where we got some new cards for the decks, and the more add-on packs you get, the more you can build your deck with more interesting pieces and parts to tailor it to your play.
There are definitely many play styles to each deck. Like,
Yes.
I played the Sentient, and there's 2 styles that I just see off the bat. One goes with you draw power from your own allies in the graveyard. The other draws power from how many equipment cards you have in your hand. So you either want to focus on discarding equipment or hoarding it into your hand.
If you're a real gearhead, you collect things in the deck and in your hand, and it really pays off. That was an interesting strategy. When
It's
you
like
used
a
it, you always won.
machine.
Yeah.
You set it up over the first 2 rounds. Sometimes you might even get 3 rounds. And then when it gets to that last round, you just make the machine go, and your attack power will go up exponentially.
Yep. And so depending on how quickly your engine gets set up, really depends, changes the length of the game and the different strategies that you're using. So like we said, it could be a 5-minute, could be a 20-minute game, or more. I really enjoyed the art in these cards.
Art is amazing.
It's familiar, but it's also unique. A lot of the characters, a lot of the lore is familiar lore, like he said, from Camelot, medieval times. A lot of the beasts are, you recognize them. There's the Hydra, there's a glass dragon, there is a Leviathan. But
the
art,
Medusa.
yeah, the Medusa. The art they use to depict all these things is done in a really nice, unique way. It really draws a lot more into the game. It really pulls you into the story of the game while you're playing. It's we like role-playing games,
Yeah.
and this, we can turn this into a role-playing card game very easily with the assistance of the art and the lore that they provide. The fun. There's another whole aspect to this game which I've only just scraped into, and that's the puzzle aspect. Entire
yes.
game is full of, besides the gameplay, each deck is full of puzzles, and there's an ongoing puzzle mystery. As they release new packs, you unravel more and more of this mystery, and you looked into that a little bit more
it's
than
a
me.
really interesting ARG. where every single card has a little piece of the puzzle. Some cards are their own individual puzzle. For the Camelot deck, the Sentient deck, the entire deck itself is the puzzle, and without spoiling it, the cards spell the story.
It's really cool. I looked at what he solved and went, wow, you know, that's a whole nother sit down. That's a whole nother gameplay. And as you get add-on packs or additional pieces, you learn more, and it's like a continuing story, which is a unique idea for a card game. It's neat. I enjoyed it. You enjoyed playing it.
Oh, I loved it. I love ARGs.
What we really want to do is there's a new a new deck that is coming up available, and we can't wait to set up a whole new deck. We've got the beasts, and we've got the sentience, and so we're looking forward to the next one.
I believe it's horror,
and it's called horror.
So
yes,
classic horror movies.
Classic horror stuff. So I don't know what it's going to be, but I can't wait to see it, and we're definitely going to get it. And then having extra decks and having different people playing. Each person plays a deck a different way, so it's tons of fun. We highly recommend this one. It's a quick starter. It's an introduction to a lot of other
many card games in the vein of Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh, even Pokemon. It has a lot of elements you see in those.
Yeah, and I said introduction, but it's not so much an introduction as an augmentation. It's another varietal of that. And if you like those, you're gonna love this. If you love this, you're gonna love those. And it's a good way to, again, a quick game that you can sit down with people. You can teach them really fast, and then you start playing, and away you go. Any final thoughts?
I just want more decks.
More decks. We want more decks.
We need more decks.
More cards. We like cards. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for joining us at Nerdz Garage today. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.